Dear students, how are you? I think you are all at home by the grace of Almighty Allah. You are keeping yourself busy with your studies because you have not get any academic class and don't take participate in the classroom activities. You also miss your friends and your classmates. Uh, to continue your uh, teaching teaching activities, the authority planned to teach you online. So I decided to take a class for class 9 and 10. It is useful class 9 and 10, but I think it is also helpful for intermediate classes students. You know, there are lots of sentences, those are not completed, but to complete it you have to know some techniques. To give you some formula, I think to share over it. So our today's lesson is completing sentence. Do you know what is completing sentence? Completing sentence means making a complex sentence, but sometimes it may be compound or complex, compound or simple if there is connected coordinating conjunctions or infinitive or gerund. So when a sentence is given, when an incomplete sentence is given to complete, then we usually call it completing sentence. To complete a sentence, you require to add a subject, a verb, and an object or extension. If we analyze the sentence structure, we can find two types of structures here. Now I can write these structures on the board. Follow me. For your better understanding, I want to write a definition about the matter. Completing sentence. Completing sentence means making a complex sentence. Making a complex sentence. Complex sentence. But sometimes it may be compound or simple. If there is connected with coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions or infinitive or gerund. So we can say. When an incomplete sentence. When an incomplete sentence incomplete sentence when an incomplete sentence needs to complete with its perfect meaning, then it is called completing sentence. So we should know to complete a sentence, an incomplete sentence. To complete an incomplete sentence, we require to add a subject, a verb, and object or extension. To analyze this type of formula, we can find two structures. Here we can find two structures. Structure number 1, subject plus verb plus object. Subject plus verb plus object or extension. Number 1. Number 2, subject plus verb past form plus object plus subject verb past form plus object or extension. You can try is already have seen the two structures. If the past clause or dependent clause is subject plus verb simple present or simple present plus object, then the another clause will be subject plus verb simple form of verb plus object plus extension. That means here two verbs are seen. A past clause may based from a verb, second clause based from a verb. That means no past form will include here. But in second clause, you can see a subject plus based past form of a verb plus object, subject plus past form plus object plus extension. If the given verb is past form, then you have to add another past form to complete the sentence. That means you should not change the tense form. The original sentence you have to follow the original sentence. If the original sentence is present form, then you will need another present form. If the original sentence or given sentence is on past form, then you have to add another clause with past form. To know it better, I want to classify the sentence formulas. I can wipe out the board. You can take an screenshot that so that you can watch later. Completing sentences are of three kinds. One is conjunctional, conditional, tense based. Conjunction. There are lots of conjunctions in English language, but some conjunctions is used to make a complex sentence or compound sentence. Today I will discuss the rules of conjunction or conjunctional, the word that the conjunction that is available used in reading. I will discuss such of them. Follow me. Yes, since, because. Number 2, though, although. Number 3, list. Should or might. 4, so that. As soon as. When. Right. By plus 0. Without plus 0. By plus 0, without plus 0. You have already seen. I have written some rule regulation here. Most of them are conjunctional. Conjunction, and I would like to deliver a speech. How can a conjunction is used to complete a sentence. There are varieties of conjunctions here, such as number 1, as, since, because. Number 2, though, although. Number 3, list, should, might. Number 4, so that. Number 5, as soon as. Number 6, when, why. Number 7, by plus 0. Number 8, without plus 0. Number 9, till, until, unless. Number 10, hardly, scarcely. Number 11, 2 plus adjective plus 2. Number 12, or otherwise. 13, not only but also. 14, no sooner. No sooner, then. Either or neither. 15, either or. Now I will show how does it works to make a complete sentence. Now look me. Take a screenshot on the board so that you can see the conjunctions in your free time. Now I wipe out the board. If there is connected as since because, then if the sentence is connected with the as since because, the opposite clause will be same tense, such as it rains, as it rains. Here the subordinate clause is as it rains. Then the principal clause, we, as it rains, we can't go out. If the subordinate clause connected with as since because, then you will write another clause. You can, here on that clause you can add a subject that you like, and that and its meaning will be depend on the subordinate clauses. Here as it rains, we can't go out because it is raining. That's why we can't go out. Here it is a clause, but the second clause will expose the result. Come to another example. He did oil in the examination. He did oil in the examination. Since he studied oil. Since he studied. Here I show the principal clause. He did oil in the examination. But I add since at the middle of the two clauses. That means second clause. Since he studied oil. Here the tense from is included first from. For this reason, we also added another first from in the second clause. Tense from, you should not change the tense from. If the tense from is present tense, then the another clause also be a same tense or present tense. If the first clause be a first from, then the second clause you have to add another first from. I think you can realize the fact. Actually, it will depend up to your knowledge, up to your word stock. So to complete it, you can memorize some bad word. That means strong and weak verb. Now come to though although. Though although is a contradictory clause. If though is connected in one clause, then another clause will be opposite of the meaning. Suppose though he is buying though he is buying a shirt. He is not interested to wear. Another example. He came to the party, although he was not invited. You see, the first clause is opposite to the second clause, or second clause is opposite to the first clause. If the completing sentence is connected though or although, then you will add such a sentence that will be opposite the original meaning of the original sentence. Now come to the next rule, list. Work hard, list, you should fail. If the sentence in case of completing, if list is connected to the first clause, to complete it, you should add a subject, then you should add should or might. Then such a verb that indicate negative meaning. Here I wrote work hard, list you should fail. Read attentively, list your father, might be angry. Might be. List. Read attentively, list your father might be angry. Here we add might. You can use should or might in the second class. It is obligatory. Now come to the number, so that. She came here so that we could learn. So that you will use so that. In case of past clause is given past form, then you will add could or might to complete the second clauses and a simple present form. Here I wrote she came here so that she could learn. Your subject will differ. It is completely different up to you. You can add any type of subject, but meaning won't be derailed. Meaning should be clear. Meaning should be added to the given sentence. After using so that, you have to need can or may in case of present tense, could or might in case of past tense. If the first clause is present tense, then in second clause we will add can or may. Suppose I help you. I help you so that you can overtake the problem. Look, here I add only present form, base form. Then in the second class, I usually add can. I also can use may here. It is different completely to you. What will you use? Either can or may. Now comes number 5. As soon as I got out. If as soon as is connected to the first clause, that tense form would be first form. Then you can to complete this type of sentence, you will add another first form. But it depends the meaning of the first clause. As soon as he came, I got out. He gave me a friend. As soon as I entered. He gave me a pen as soon as I entered. Here, the principal clause is connected at the beginning, but as soon as is connected at the beginning of the second clause. As soon as is used at the beginning of the sentence or at the middle of the two clauses. It depends up to you. To connect, as soon as you have to find out the what tense is given in the original sentence. To follow original sentence, you will add another form that is available to you. Now come to number 6. When, why. I will wipe out the board now. When, why. When he left the room, he kept his mobile. Why he I was teaching sentence. Now look the difference. When is used in short duration of time, but while is used in long duration of time. If there is connected when, usually when is used in case of past form, past indefinite, then if the first clause is past indefinite, then you will add another clause that will be past indefinite. Tense form would not be changed here. If the first clause is past form, then the second clause will be also past form. But in case of while, he came while I was teaching. Here the first clause is past indefinite, but the second clause is past continuous. I add here past continuous to introduce to describe more duration of time. That means if the time is short, then we will use when, but if the time period is long, then we will use while. You should look when, if it is when or while. If there is when, then you will add another past form. If there is while, then you will add another past continuous tense. Now come to the number 7. By pleasure. By reading the book. By reading the book, you can learn a lot. If there is by pleasure conveys simply, it is known as simple sentence. If there is a simple sentence, then you can add another subject verb object or extension. If there is connected by, then by indicate positive meaning. To complete it, you have to another clause which is written to positive meaning. You should not use negative here. But in case of without practicing, you can't learn. If the past clause is connected with without plus gerund, then in the second clause you will write the sentence with negative meaning. You should not use positive here. If you add positive meaning, then your sentence won't be adjusted to the past clause. That means if there is by plus gerund, then the second clause will be positive. If the past clause is connected with without, then second clause will be negative meaning. You must remind it to when you complete your writings. Now come to number 9, till until unless. Wait here, till I come do the sum until I return. Unless you save money, till, until or unless. If the sentence is connected with till, then you will add only simple present form. Here the past clause will be simple present or simple future, but all the cases you will add only simple present form in case of till. Here I want to write wait here, till I come. Here wait is simple present. Then in case of second class I will also add simple present. That I wrote I want to come. Wait here till I come. If the past clause is connected with till, then you will add another simple present or simple future from in the second clause. But if the clause is connected with until, then until or unless is a negative word. If the sentence is connected with until, then you will add a positive verb that express affirmative meaning, such as do the sum until I return. You should not intermingle here negative using negative word. Here I wrote return. I didn't write here I don't return. Negative meaning is completely avoided here. In case of until, you should not use negative word or negative meaningful verb. Unless, if the sentence is connected with unless, it indicates negative meaning. That means unless connected sentence never use as a positive meaning. So you should not use another negative from here. Unless you save money, you will fail in danger. Here I didn't write won't. As the sentence is unless is positive meaning, so I can use only for positive meaning. Unless is negative, I cannot use it negative. Another negative. Unless is original negative, so you should not use another negative to complete the sentence. You can remind it, otherwise it will be incorrect. Then hardly or scarcely. If there is connected with hardly or scarcely, it's also a negative form. If the sentence is connected with hardly or scarcely, then in case of hardly, the sentence would be past perfect. But the second clause will be always past indefinite. Hardly connected sentence will be past perfect, but second clause will be past indefinite. You should not use another case from here in case of hardly or scarcely. Here I connected scarcely. Scarcely is same as hardly. If the sentence is connected with scarcely, then the first clause will be past perfect, but the second clause will be past indefinite. Here I wrote scarcely had I taught the sentence before the current pointer. Now comes number 11. 2 plus adjective plus 2. In this way, the book is so costly. That we can't buy. If the sentence is connected with so instead of to, then the second clause, in case of second clause, you will add that, and after using that you will use subject or subject plus can't or couldn't plus basic form of verb plus extension. That means the book is so costly that he can't buy it. Here the first clause is present from the for this reason I add usually can't. If the past clause is plus the verb of a past clause is included here was, then in second clause I will use couldn't. Now I will wipe out the book. Or otherwise. Complete your listen. Or if the first clause is connected with or, then you will use another clause according to past clause. Complete your lesson or you fail. You fail or you will fail. Follow me, otherwise I will beat you. Here I included or otherwise. If there is connected or otherwise, then first clause will be simple present, and you will add another simple present or simple future clause. Here I wrote follow me, otherwise I will beat you. The first clause is simple present, but in the second clause I usually add simple future form. Simple future form. No sooner had the day run. No sooner had the bell run, then students when students came out. If the if no sooner is connected with first clause, the sentence to turn into first perfect tense. To complete it, you should add then as a conjunction. After using conjunction, then you will add a clause which will be past indefinite form. Here no tense form is allowed except past indefinite. If the first clause is past perfect, then the second clause must be past indefinite. You have no choice to put up another tenses or another form. You should remind it. If you deviate the rule, then your sentence will be mistaken. Either Rohit or Puri does the work. If the sentence is connected either or neither not, then the verb form must be simple present, must be principal, but tense form is the verb form must be tense form. Here not here it will be also singular in case of present tense. But if you add first form, then you can use any sort of verb. Yeah. Today my dear student, I want to deliver you about completing sentence. I have already told you the completing sentence means making a complex sentence. But sometimes it may be compound or a simple sentence if there is connected coordinating conjunction or infinitive or gerund. Then I classified the completing sentence. Here I divided completing into three kinds: conjunctional, conditional, and tense based. Today I wanted to deliver on conjunction. That is which conjunctions are usually used in case of completing. I showed some of them. Like as, is, though, although, this, should, might, so that, as, when, while, by plus gerund, without plus gerund, till, until, unless, hardly, scarcely, to plus adjective plus to, so plus adjective plus that, or otherwise, and no sooner or either, neither. There are lots of conjunctions in English. I describe only some of them. I think you will guess the meaning and guess the activity what I have taught. If you don't understand anything, you will comment. In my next part, I'll try to give separate examples and elaborate descriptions here. Up to the second class, you keep yourself free from work movement of outside of your residence. Stay at home, keep healthy, and keep reading in your studies. Keep practicing grammar, and then I think you will be successful. You will give our teaching activity phrasing such as like, share, comment. You will put like or share it or comment if it is positive, and subscribe our channel also. Thank you. Be healthy.